is Ashley Robert, the number one mom motivator. Welcome to my channel. Subscribe, like, share our videos. So today I am kicking off my very first video with sharing the number one cause or the number one reason why moms are not able to achieve their goals, why a lot of moms have so many dreams and aspirations but they're not able to achieve them all. Okay, so we're looking at mom overwhelm or mom burnout. Mom overwhelm or mom burnout. What is burnout or overwhelm? Burnout, just as the name implies, is like something that has been lit and then the fire, the ember goes out and there is no more fire in it. So when you relate it to a human being, it is simply put, when you are exhausted physically, emotionally, mentally, you are lacking strength, you're lacking vigor, you're not motivated in the usual way you normally do, and you're not able to get results. That is burnout. There is a decrease in productivity. There is a decrease in the energy that you put into things. You are not motivated as you are before. And this is what happens to a lot of moms. A lot of us, we have that great energy when we started off in our youthful days, but it's as if after having those beautiful angels, you don't seem, or you can't seem to find that strength to move on. You are overwhelmed by the whole evolution, because from a single woman to now a wife and a mother, or just a mother, or whatever your condition is. As a mom, it is overwhelming. Okay, so today I'll talk about those mom overwhelms. The most important thing for us to know is the root cause of our problem. When you understand the cause of a problem, it's easier for you to know where to tackle it from. I usually say knowledge of a problem makes it easier to solve. Okay, so it's like when you have a headache, you understand you have a headache, you know what to do. You take aspirin and you get better. If you have a cold or a cough, you know what the problem is and you know how to deal with it. But the issue comes when you have no knowledge of what you are feeling. You cannot interpret what is happening to you, where the real problem lies. So today we will be analyzing mom overwhelm. Let us understand what brings about this overwhelm and find out how we can tackle it so that we can get closer and closer to achieving our goals as moms. So causes of mom overwhelm. The number one cause of mom overwhelm is stress from motherhood. Stress is the number one cause from motherhood. Motherhood is stressful. The whole thought of shifting attention from yourself to a little human being who is so helpless, who is so adorable, who has captured your whole life. Everything revolves around that child or the children, depending on how many you have. You have to think about how they're feeding, their clothing, if they're okay, if they're cold, if they're hot, if they're wet, if they're hungry. You are literally a thinking machine for another human being. You are a feeler for another human being. You are an interpreter of their actions. You begin to interpret different cries. Oh, this is a sleep cry. I think this is a hunger cry. I think this is I'm tired cry. This is I'm crying. You know, you're trying. Sometimes there's some cries you don't even understand. You're like, I don't even, why is this child crying? I've fed him, I've tried to put him to sleep and all that and all that. You understand? So motherhood is a lot of stress. And as they're growing, you're adding more children to your nest. You find out that there is so much more. The same children, from the same parent, different characteristics. No child is the same. They have different personalities. You begin to analyze the first, analyze the second, analyze the third, analyze how many children you have, trying to understand them, their feeding habits, their mood swings, everything about them. You're literally analyze you, in fact you turn to a psychologist. There is so much stress with motherhood, so it overwhelms you because one minute the child is up and about playing, the next minute the temperature is up, and you're wondering, you're running helter skelter trying to find which hospital to take the child to. One minute they're liking one particular food, another day they hate it. One minute they wanted a particular toy, they threw tantrum, they liked it. Another minute they've destroyed it. They don't like it anymore. So much going on with those tiny human beings. So there is a lot of stress. As they grow, it doesn't even get, yeah, it gets a bit easier on you being hands-on, so much like that. They become a little more independent, but it becomes more of a psychological warfare, a psychological battle. I don't know whether to call it a warfare or battle, but there is so much going on at every stage of your child's life. So you are overwhelmed by it all. Okay, so that's the number one cause, the stress of motherhood. Understand that you are normal. Everything is normal. Motherhood is stressful. So being a mother alone, you are overwhelmed by it. Okay, so that's why, one of the reasons why you're not achieving your goals. Number two reason is lack or inadequate support system. A lot of mothers do not have great support systems. They are just by themselves, especially the mothers living in the Western world. Mothers in other part of Africa, Nigeria, you're more susceptible to have a great support system. Your mom could come, you could have relatives come around to help you. You could even have church members. You could have members of your community, your neighbors. Sometimes they can pop in and, depending on the area you're living, it's easier to get support system in Nigeria or some part of Africa than women living in the Western world. You understand what I'm saying? So support system, a lot of mom don't have that great support system. They're doing it on their own. Sometimes they even have partners that are not so supportive. They have to cater for children and then cater for their father, and so much going on. And if they are career women or business women, they have something else they're doing on their own. The stress is so much. They have to take care of children and still take care of their husbands and take care of themselves and the house. So lack or inadequate support system is another major cause of mom overwhelm or burnout. Okay, the third thing is lack of knowledge. A lot of women do not have an idea of what they should be doing. So there's a lot of trial and error. This happens mostly with first-time moms. There is just so much going on, so much information, so much myth, so much fable going on. There's so much tales. So it burns you out when you don't have that adequate knowledge. Number 4 is ailment. You could fall sick as a mom. You could have some sort of ailment that overwhelms you. You're not able to perform at your very best. You're not able to put in your optimum best as a mom. You're overwhelmed by sickness. And the 5th thing is postpartum depression. A lot of moms have this postpartum depression after having a baby, and most of the time it's not detected. The woman begins to feel inadequate. She begins to feel helpless. She sometimes begins to feel some sort of resentment towards her newborn baby or even her spouse or to herself. Nothing makes her happy. You find out that can overwhelm that mom. She will not be able to perform at her utmost best. Okay, there you have it. Those are the causes of overwhelm. I will be doing another video to show us how we can overcome mom overwhelm. Don't forget to set the notifications on so you can find out when I post a new video, and you can follow all my videos sequentially. Thank you.